What's up guys, Owen Charles here, and you're watching Cheap Shot Entertainment. Alright.
This is awesome! Hello and welcome once again to Cheap Shot Entertainment. I am your host Luke and you are the Cheap Shot Nation. And this is everything that happened at FUTR 20, a show that we didn't plan on going to but ended up going to anyway, as we were in Bridlington for a day trip with the Hope Army. And yeah, special note on this video, special shout out to Kyle Kingsley, the guy who runs the FUTR shows with Mr. Liam Morley. So I understand he held the show back a little bit so we could get there, so thank you very much to Kingsley on that one. Hopefully I'm not breaking too much kayfabe because he is a heel at this point in time, but absolutely cracking sentiment there to let the Hope Army get back for the show. And what a show it was. Glad we went. It was absolutely awesome, as FUTR usually is. There's another show on the 24th, the day before my birthday, in the Grosvenor Rooms incidentally, so we'll be heading to that. And the next one at Shirebrook is on the 19th. We won't be heading to that. We're already engaged on that one. Anyway, this is everything that happened at FUTR 20, Hope FUTR 20. Lots to get through. We missed the first match, but I'm told by one of the combatants in the match that there was a big fight on this one. So big fight feel in the first match. Anyway, you can join us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, Ryback, feed me more, Facebook. And don't forget to do all the YouTubey type stuff, which we'll go through at the end of the video anyway. So join us for everything that happened at FUTR 20 at the Grosvenor Rooms in Sutton in Ashfield. And so we move straight into the first match. A match, like I said, that we did miss on account of getting back from Bridlington, travelling from Forest Town to the Grosvenor Rooms in Sutton in Ashfield on the 27th of April 2019. Incidentally, get your tickets over at bigcartel.futurewrestling or Hope FUTR, I think it is. You can get your tickets on there. So I'm sure there's a link in the Facebook and things like that, and I'll put a link in the description at the end of this video. So yeah, let's get on to the first match. It is Jackson Bane, the Tank Jackson Bane, big muscly meaty lad he is. Seen him train on videos. Yeah, don't think I'll ever be getting to that point. And he's going against Riley Nova. And having spoken to Mr. Riley Nova, friend of the show, hi, he said that he put up a big fight, didn't go down without a fight. I'll take his word for it on that one, because he usually doesn't go down without a fight, to be honest, Riley Nova. But I can't comment on this match because we didn't see it. I was told that the finish was an F5 and a pin, Jackson Bane's finishing move, and yeah, your winner on that one was Jackson Bane. So this was in fact the first match that we saw as we arrived in the venue at the Grosvenor Rooms. It was Kieran Saint being introduced to the ring by his tag team partner, or should I say former tag team partner, Mark Banger Rolls, also known as Shaggy. And he's going against Hustle Malone, who comes out with a stuffed penguin. I don't know who that is, but I didn't actually ask who he was. I was more intrigued by the fact that Hustle Malone has many different characters going at the moment. So I asked him if he was trying to be a Mick Foley. He says no, he wasn't trying to be Mick Foley. But Hustle Malone would win this match. Kieran Saint did put up a good fight in this one. Did get distracted by Mark Banger Rolls, who we will see later on in a fatal four-way match. for the roll-up, and Hustle Malone wins via the roll-up and the pin. At this point, it would be Kieran Saint that would, shall we say, toss Mark Banger Rolls by the wayside, splitting up their formidable tag team. They've won a few matches, very entertaining, is Mark Banger Rolls, and I just think the character clash was a little bit too much, with Mark Banger Rolls being more of a crazy sort of face type character, and Kieran Saint very much heel. So yeah, it would be Hustle Malone who would win this match off the distraction, and the team of Kieran Saint, i.e. Scrappy Doo and Shaggy, or Mark Banger Rolls, have now split up, so expect them to be having a feud in future shows, in the next couple of shows in May. But yeah, great match to walk into, great match to start us off at the Grosvenor Rooms for Cheap Shot Entertainment. Your winner once again is Hustle Malone. So we move on to what is supposed to be the next match. It's supposed to be a tag team match between Dirtbag Dave Stewart and a mystery partner and Jack Cave and Twister. Now, Jack Cave's been on a mission in recent months to try and find Twister. Couldn't find Twister. Incidentally, Jack Cave wasn't there. I can only assume that was because of an injury that he's probably suffered through a hardcore match. But Jack Cave wasn't there. So we get Dirtbag Dave Stewart, also a friend of the show. He did the introduction video for us on the last show, or used it for the last show, so that will be on YouTube now. Yeah, he starts saying, "Oh yeah, I'm going to stand in the ring, making it boring for you." We were chanting boring, like turn the mic off and all that kind of stuff. And then I could stand there all day and make it really boring for us. And then we're shouting "dirty back," which is quite funny actually. Anyway, yeah, Dirtbag Dave Stewart says, "No one's going to come out to the ring, no one dare face me," and all of a sudden we get the music, we hear the clapping, we hear the music. Rock you like a hurricane. Who is it? Could it be Twister? Twister comes out of the curtain. We found Twister. Twister is back in Hope Future. Everyone goes wild. Twister comes round, gives us all high fives. It was great, up to the point where Twister was going to have a match with Dirtbag Dave. Of course, Dirtbag Dave does carry the chair around that he used to attack Twister when they broke their tag team up, but he still carries that round with him now. So yeah, he attacks Twister again. The referee is told to get him a microphone as he sits on a chair on top of Twister, on top of Twister's neck, sitting on the chair, challenges Twister to a chairs match at Future 21, I believe, or it could be Future 22, I don't know. Or no, he did say next time they're at the Grosvenor Rooms, so it should be Future 22 on the 24th of May. So yeah, get a chairs match. Interesting match. Chairs are legal in this match, but basically anything goes in a chairs match from what I can see. Having had experience of chairs matches, not personally myself being in a chairs match, but watching them on WWE when they had the TLC pay-per-view, and they still have the TLC pay-per-view, but or do they have the TLC? I'm pretty sure they still have the TLC pay-per-view. Answers in the comments section down below. Chairs match. The first chairs match was Kane and Great Khali, which wasn't great. the last time we had a chairs match, it wasn't too bad. So with Hope Future being as good as it is, and definitely a phoenix rising from rising from what they started at. Basically, it was Ashes. It was, oh yeah, let's do Hope Future, and they've worked and they've hustled, literally, hello hustle, and made something really good. Incidentally, the crowd on hand in Sutton in Ashfield was really good as well. If only they could get the crowd in Shirebrook to be quite as vocal and also quite as big. It was, yeah, it was really, really busy. I think they had a birthday party in, which was probably one of the reasons, but it was really, really good. I can't say how good it is. Anyway, the bell never rings on this match. We don't get a winner, we don't even get a match. It was just Dirtbag Dave challenging Twister to a chairs match at Hope Future 22. I'm going to go with 22 because that's the next time that we are at the Grosvenor Rooms in Sutton in Ashfield. So yeah, Sutton in Ashfield, we get a chairs match, Dirtbag Dave, Stewart and Twister. No belts on the line, just a pure straight up grudge match. And so the next match is the Kyle Kingsley Open Challenge. Who is going to accept the challenge? Kyle Kingsley comes down to the bants with the crowd. The crowd in Sutton in Ashfield does not like Kyle Kingsley. Ever since he turned heel, turned his back on the Hope Future fans. Yeah, there's definitely a hate-hate relationship there. I still quite like Kyle Kingsley. I just like booing him and things as well. But there you go, that's part of wrestling, that's part of the kayfabe of wrestling and being a wrestling fan. You can still like the wrestler, but you can give them some abuse as well, and that's exactly what they love. They love the interaction, not necessarily abuse, but the interaction that the crowd gives, and if they don't give that interaction, they can't work with anything. Kyle Kingsley really good, very astute with his comebacks, so that's pretty cool as well. Anyway, Kyle Kingsley Open Challenge. Who's going to accept the challenge? None other than a definite future rising star. It's Brandon, the teenage sensation, over from House of Pain. Obviously Kingsley trains with House of Pain as well as Aspire, and also with Hope Wrestling as well, and running the Hope Future event. So he's brought in some young talent from a different show. Incidentally, Troy and Bendigo and Tank Jackson Bain, they're all part of the House of Pain family, and building some bridges here in Hope Future between Hope and House of Pain, which is always good, always good. And like I say, he's going against Brandon. I think we were the only ones in the crowd that actually knew who Brandon was, but everyone who watched this match said how good they thought Brandon Brooks actually was, and he is that damn good. He is an absolute prodigy in that ring. I'm not talking about the kind of prodigy that likes to start fires or anything like that, but this kid is on fire at the moment as a wrestler. Took the fight to the much more experienced Kingsley in this one. Would ultimately come up short, which is a shame. Did get the crowd behind him as well, which again was really good, saying that no one had ever seen him. He brought his own fire to the ring, and that got people going, and that's what made this show really good. Probably one of the best that I've seen, considering I missed the first match. Probably one of the best future shows I've seen since its inception, apart from maybe the Rumble match, the Kip, the Superbad edition of Future. Anyway, it would be Kingsley who would win with multiple backbreakers. He is the master of backbreaker, the bee's knees of breaking backs. Oh yeah. And he would win with the backbreaker. So your winner in this match is Kyle Kingsley, and he goes over Brandon Brook. Brandon Brook is helped out of the ring by none other than Hustle Malone, and yeah, to a standing ovation for Brandon Brook. So well done, Brandon. Welcome to the Hope Future family, and we hope to see you again very, very soon. And so the next match is a fatal four-way match featuring the master of the multi-man match, Owen Charles, who comes down to the ring, gets on the microphone, introduces his other opponents, takes the P out of them. Mark Banger Rolls comes in as the next person, still wearing the Kieran Saint is the best tag team partner, or Kieran Saint Forever t-shirt. Kieran Saint would eventually come out in this match and cause the problems for Mark Banger Rolls. We get the Goose, Troy, Big Popper Goose in this match as well, and Sam Killer Kenny is representing the Omen in this match. But after a lot of action between all four combatants, Goose spending a lot of time outside of the ring, as well as Killer Kenny, it would be Kieran Saint who would distract Mark Banger Rolls, and Mark Banger Rolls would be the victim of a curb stomp for Owen Charles to pick up the victory once again. The master of the multi-man match is Owen Charles, and he is your winner in this one. And so we are on to the final match, the Hope Future Championship match. It would be Bjorn, the current reigning and defending Hope Future champion, defending his championship against his biggest rival, literally in stature and in actuality as one of his biggest rivals, in Mean Machine Mark Sanders, former Future champion. Really difficult to explain this, but Future is FUTR. Okay, so he's a former Future champion. Back to the Future, anyone? Anyway, so, that's a good idea for a t-shirt. If you're watching this, get that done. Back to the Future. Yeah? Anyway, this match would be hard-hitting. Everything you'd expect from these two behemoths, these two mastodons in the ring, and it would be just hard-hitting. Bjorn hit the ring post a couple of times when he was trying for a chop. Mark Sanders worked overhand. We gave lots of abuse to Mark Sanders about his tassels. He completely plays along with this now. I think he really likes it in a strange kind of way. And yeah, the match would end disappointingly on a double countout, which I'm not quite sure how that works, but well, I'm sure how that works. They both beat the tar out of each other. They both went out of the ring, and the referee counted, which incidentally was Xander Zulu from House of Pain Wrestling as well, which was a nice surprise. Anyway, no winner in this one. Bjorn keeps the championship belt, lives to fight another day, and you can be pretty sure that you've not seen the end of this rivalry between Bjorn and Mean Machine Mark Sanders. And so that is everything that happened in Hope Future at the Grosvenor Rooms in Sutton in Ashfield on the 27th of April 2019. So we've seen a championship match. We've not seen the Future Championships because the Future Tag Team Championships, because we only had one member of the Omen present. And we did get to see a fatal four-way match. There was no ladies wrestling in this show either. Natalie Sykes was due to wrestle at this show, and it was a tag team match scheduled between Riley Nova and Natalie Sykes, Tank Jackson Bane, I believe, and Troy. I think it was that was billed. Natalie Sykes, congratulations to her. She got picked up by Defiant Wrestling to go and wrestle for them for the night, which is fantastic. So well done to Natalie Sykes. The fruit of her labours is finally paying off, and the fruit from the tree that is Future Hope Future has finally given her that opportunity. So fantastic, Natalie Sykes, well done. Anyway, that is everything that happened on Future 20. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. You can also hit a curb stomp to that subscription button and an F5 to that notification bell to know when we upload new content to the channel. Whenever we upload a video, you will get the notice as the Cheap Shot Nation. And once again, you are the Cheap Shot Nation. I am your host, Luke, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.